Welcome back everyone. You're watching the training week from July 29th, where the weekly focus was to up my game in shoulder mobility and see if I can figure out this round off takeoff so that while flick flex is limited, I can still have a good play off that air track or even off the floor just from a round off. If you're new here, I've been keeping this training diary for the last 4 or 5 years now, so you can literally rewind in time and see what kind of prep I was doing before all sorts of international competitions, from Commonwealth Games, World Championships, all the way up to the Olympics in Tokyo, as well as smaller domestic competitions. How's that for a new intro? So the flick flag game is all about getting those shoulders in front of my hands when I'm doing the snap down. So I decided to go back this week and start up a few more flick flag drills on the tumble track, and I was really starting the week off working this angle from the round off, trying to make a bigger angle so that I'm not just sending my back tumbling too far in terms of distance, but trying to keep it short and high. That's what I aim for. So I am able to find that angle more or less from a flick flag, but not from a round off. So like I said, I thought, I'd really like to play more with double doubles, and who knows, maybe take it up to triple double, even into the pit. That would be great. So if I can figure out back tumbling from a round off, that'll give me a lot more time or a lot more opportunity to play with back rotation. So this week I did try those open double backs over the hard bar with a 30 centimeter soft mat, and that was all thanks to David Colvin, who suggested I try that. So you'll see that on the Tuesday. Once again, massive shout out and thank you to the patrons who sponsored David Colvin's flight up to Auckland last week. Gym high bar clip of the week. Today we have a Miyachi with a bar that went straight through the gymnast's hair. Let's take a look here. It's quite a close catch. We open it up, and as you can see, the bar went through the hair. Good thing it didn't touch the skull, because that would have been lethal. But what a catch. Full commitment. Close or far, you got to catch the bar. So Tuesday picks David up from the airport. We had a good coffee, good chats as always. Started things off with some trampoline, and spontaneously I wanted to give that triple front half another hoon. It's been a long time since I've done triple front half over here on that hard side. No sticks, but a promising first day. And if you remember, triple front half was the last of my stick skills when I was building up to 20 out of 20. Record was 17. I'd like to bring that game back. Double twist punches on the air track are still rubbish. Can't under rotate that double twist to save my life, and because I can't under rotate it, I keep on just whipping down on that double front, not able to grab my leg. So that one's still a work in progress. Every week I keep saying one more week and then I'll go back to floor, one more week and then I'll go back to floor, but looks like one more week and then I'll go back to floor. So double pike Arabians from the round off were looking like they were a bit shorter than usual, which was promising. And I thought maybe I'd try an old triple back, but I think I got a little bit too excited. Decided not to do it. Legs were a bit caked after all the tumbling. P-bars. Now, I don't know if I've done peach to one bar Healy on a Tuesday before. If I hadn't, this was the first week where I actually did the peach one Healy on the Tuesday rather than just doing it on the Friday/Saturday. So the shoulder progress is coming along, and really I had a bit of a quantum leap. So you remember I started doing the Gaylords again. Spoiler alert, I caught a Gaylord this week, so you'll see that in the next training week. First one since surgery, but you'll remember me saying that sending a Gaylord kind of puts my arm out of action for a couple days, and it kind of hurts to even raise it up. Now, the Saturday before this one, I noticed I did the Gaylord, and by the end of the session, I was still okay. I was able to do my conditioning. I felt pretty comfortable for the rest of the day. So for me, that was a pretty exciting quantum leap. So I guess the inflammation levels must be decreasing. And since then, it's been quite a steady progress. So I'm experiencing less pain, I would say. Less pain, more comfort. In terms of all the shoulder mobility at the start, so you would have seen I was doing those extra bounces on the beat board before doing my snap down drills. So I'm just trying to build up to a more comfortable flick flack. You know, it was about a month ago where I got a bit excited doing those flick flacks and had to take a couple of weeks off them. So I want to build back up to it slowly. So there you go, no hands, just tapped a little bit at the end there. Tapped a little bit at the end. I think this one was fully open. Yeah, so that one was no touch. Let's just double check here. Hands are down. Yeah, so it didn't touch my legs at all, fully opened, but obviously needs a bit more juice to stand up. So that's going to be a good checkpoint. You know, I could put a little white mat or something on the pit P-bars, see if I can get feet first there doing the double back full, and I can try to stand up the open double back over the that same mat setup that you saw. So after Tuesday, I was a bit sick. Thought I was coming down with something, so I just used Thursday to come back to some shoulder mobility. Something I've been neglecting a lot is very simple movements such as those shrugs. Now you can see me pushing my shoulders forward and then pulling them back, pushing forward, pulling them back. It's this movement here that's going to get rid of remaining scar tissue, which is still bothering me in the back joints on high bar. So I'm going to incorporate a lot more of this work into my warm-up. So since Thursday, I knew that there was not much use training. I was feeling pretty sore. Had a bit of a head cold, I think. So I used it just to do a bunch of mobility. I didn't film the other stuff. It's all pretty basic things. And then back to it on Saturday. Looks like I took Friday off. Let myself recover. Nice stuck double twist. Always feels good to get that nice stick. But not there. And the stuck double pike. Probably time to start putting it into a sequence. So double Arabian from round off. It's going to take some time to get used to, but you know, I tried a couple pikes just because. Kind of stood this one up, not really. That was like pikey tucky. Now this is, I don't know what I was doing here. Some of the boys were talking about punches Zapata, and so I kind of overheard it, decided to try some. I don't know why I just put a 50 centimeter mat on my first day trying it from punch, but it really didn't feel that bad. I don't think I'll train it. I just focused on trying to under rotate that double twist, get a bit more basic reps without worrying about the double. Yeah, but I forget what they're doing with Zapata next cycle. I think the tuck one's gonna be a F, and I forget what happened to the layout one, because in the first draft the layout one was in the same value as the tuck one, so it was clearly a mistake. But I'm sure, you know, that layout Zapata, that should be a I, like F not a J. That thing is, I don't know who else is going to do that skill, but you know, as always, someone else comes out and does them. Alright, looking like I kept some decent form in those peaches. Warmed up a couple of Heelys. And so this day I decided during the Gaylord training to ask my, I think John was the pad slider on Saturday. And I said, look, if I'm okay, don't slide, I'm gonna try and touch the bar. You know, because I've been touching the pad relatively consistently. It feels comfortable. I get a pretty decent visual. And I don't want to just straight up go for the catch. I kind of want to feel that bar in my hands first. So give it a little tap, little brush, and then let it go. And that's just what I did. So that was a pretty good segue to me catching it this week. Patrons, you've already seen it. It's up on the Patreon, but otherwise it'll definitely be included in in the next training week episode. Slowly working away at those Gatsons, not rushing too much, but pretty much just maintenance work, and straight into those double back fulls. Remember when I was too scared to throw that half? I do. It still feels like yesterday. Now we're throwing that full, no problem, and that one actually looked like it entered the pit feet first rather than face first. Maybe at the same time, let's be honest. So on this Saturday I was able to do Gaylord and Stoops in the same sesh. So yeah, let's not talk about that. That was supposed to be a flyaway. Let's just not talk about that. Twisties and flippies at 33, there's no getting rid of them, fam. There's no getting rid of them. They attack you wherever and whenever. So I think couple of Gaylords, 2 Gaylords in one sesh. So, you know, pretty exciting times for me. Pretty exciting times. Probably putting about 60% juice into it. So still far from 100. But, you know, then again, we're only just over 8 months out. So we're waiting for around that 1 year mark before really swinging with confidence. And hopefully by then I'll be doing some heavier things, you know, backwards. So, world clip of the week. Arsenij Dukhno from Russia, another one of those clips from Karelian Gymnastics team on Insta. This guy looks like he's a junior transitioning into the senior space, and man, when you can swing pipe like that, doing pagans and casinas, you know you got a good feel for the bar. In this day and age, I'd say eventually he's going to try that Mara, so I'm pretty excited to see what this kid's going to do next. So we got a double back full from him from the bar as well. Obviously a stuck landing, twisting towards the bar, so twisting the good way, landing with, you know, nice straightness. So clip that I've been studying quite a bit. So thanks for watching, all the best, till next time.